Hey everyone. This video I just found may come off as a shock for some of you, and especially if you're SDA, but as one of the many watchmen on the wall, I gotta do my duty. That being said, check this out. Ben Carson likens Islamic State to American patriots. And Ben Carson is a neurosurgeon who is Seventh-day Adventist. They also made a Hollywood movie about him. But check this out.
Neurosurgeon Ben Carson on Thursday suggested that Americans can learn from the Islamic State's willingness to die for their cause, comparing ISIS to the Americans who waged the Revolutionary War against the British. Carson, a conservative who's considering running for president, made the comments at the Republican National Committee's winter meeting. Carson said, "A bunch of ragtag militiamen defeated the most powerful and professional military force on the planet. Why? Because they believed in what they were doing. Fast forward to today. What do we have? You've got ISIS. They've got the wrong philosophy, but they're willing to die for it while we are busily giving away every belief and every value for the sake of political correctness."
Okay. First and foremost, being Seventh-day Adventist, as he claims to be, he has a Bible and Spirit of Prophecy nearby to boldly tell him he is in direct disobedience to God when seeking political office, especially in the Lamb-Horn Beast Revelation. Secondly, he clearly mentions American patriots in a positive light, and then he goes right into mentioning ISIS on a positive tone as well. One can see he is seeking to compare their caliphate with the beginnings of the American nation. So, of course, people are going to assume he is comparing ISIS with American patriots, which he actually was. But before commenting, did American patriots specifically seek out Christians to torture and kill? Historic fact is, the American patriots knew all too well about Rome torturing and killing Christians for 1,260 years, as the prophets Daniel and John predicted they would do. So, I have to ask, how does one compare the ISIS caliphate with American patriots? Well, you first need to understand who's speaking here. Like any other politician, he has to speak in a way that garners the approval of those that have the power to toss his name into the ring wherein the campaign battles are held. Once done, he will be allowed to run for the office of the presidency of the United States of America. Seeing how Obama, a card-carrying Muslim, is helping all sorts of pro-Islamic entities right now and even funding the Muslim Brotherhood using American tax dollars, Carson knows that this is the direction Rome wants America to go. And so he has to show by his comments at every political venue that allows him to speak on a public level, especially in the controlled media, that he will toe the line and allow for business as usual if he is elected, or shall I say placed, in the White House. And now for the clincher. Carson, an admitted Seventh-day Adventist, knows Rome controls the United States government. Well, that is assuming, of course, that he reads his Bible and Spirit of Prophecy. Now, here's where the rubber hits the road. There can only be one of two scenarios at play here with Hollywood star and now political puppet Ben Carson. Number one, he is Seventh-day Adventist, and he sees no problem yoking with the Vatican, as his church has already done openly the last few decades. And I go into an awful lot of detail about that on sdaapostasy.org. Or, number two, he is Seventh-day Adventist and hasn't opened a Bible or Spirit of Prophecy in decades and has absolutely no clue what he's gotten himself into. In both cases, this is not good. Thank you for watching. God bless.